don't forget, in every bend, there's a lot of little choices you could do. You could go short. You go almost there. Go all the way there. You can push past it. There's an ocean in there if you look for it. Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Palmisano here. Hope you're doing well. Glad to be back on GuitarGate. Going down my requests from my subscribers. And we're going to do an oldie but goodie today. This is from Logan Jones from Kansas, a lifetime member. Thanks for being a member, Logan. Hits me a little further on up the road, Clapton and Robbie Robertson from the band, the last Waltz performance. I've seen this before, and in honor of Robbie just passing away, and I know Clapton just doing the Crossroads thing, I'm sure this is why Logan put this up here, and it's my pleasure to do it for you. So let's watch it together again. We'll try to pick up what we can. I'll try to give you the broad strokes of their performance, what to practice, and some little takeaways for you to work on. Hit the button.
Eric Clapton.
Levon Helm, baby. The man. The man. Maybe the best live concert DVD ever. Okay, so we have a blues in G. So you got G7, C7, D7, 1, 4, 5 in G. Now, Eric starts this off. You hear him go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Something like that. Now what you're doing here is you're shooting for the major third of G, so that B, you can, right, you can, whatever you want to, however you want to get there, right? The point is you got to get there, and then 5, 6, 1. You can make a little double stop, but that's what you're shooting for. Watch him count it off.
Eric Clapton.
Robbie's like, what key are we in? G? Eh. Eric's like, yeah, sure. People's key, G. Yeah. You got this little standard thing. That little piece of that 4 chord, root and major third. This will double stop. And then hammer on to the major third from the 5th and minor third of G. That little, or that little piece of G minor here, that did he do that? Yep. And back to minor. Now this, over the 5 chord here, I love this. The 9, remember this forever. 9 is the 5th of your 5 chord. But ending on that flat 7, very cool. Walking straight down the minor pentatonic. Flat 7, 5, 4, 3, root. Same lick as you did down here. So major pentatonic. Same thing over the 4. right? Love that little rake. Very cool. Getting this little double stop with that rake in there. I broke the strap. I remember seeing that from the DVD. The cool takeaway in here is that major, right? But then over the 4 chord, you have this little commitment to minor. Why? Why does that work? Well, in a blues, all your chords become dominant 7s in a typical blues, right? So C major becomes C7. What happens there? That means your root goes down to a flat 7, and this becomes a B flat note over C. Now, what is B flat in the key of G, though? That's your minor third. So this minor third that is actually a chord tone of the 4 chord. That's why it makes sense to go minor over the 4 chord. But there's still all these little hammer-ons to the major third that Clapton puts in so tastefully. Let's keep going. Robbie takes over. So Clapton's back in. So Robbie just plays over the whole change in G minor pentatonic like that. But he really just focuses on his phrasing instead of a lot of like choice special notes. You know, it's that with this little like all that repetition and just letting it build. That's what he's focused on. He doesn't leave that pattern at all. Clapton's back. This little move here. It's classic Clapton. 5th and flat 7 of G, right? 5th, flat 7. Implying the 4 chord, right? That is your root and major 3rd of your 4 chord, but it's your 4th and major 6th of G, right? Like this. So, this little move. 5th and flat 7, 4th and 6th, again, implying the major 4 chord, and then 3rd and 5th of G. Okay, but this. In absolutely everything.
Reap just what you sow. That old saying is true. Just like you mistreat someone, someone's gonna mistreat you.
So what happens here? Clapton again comes in major, right? And then he pushes up from this spot, 1, 2, and 6, right? To 1, flat 3, flat 7. Then tries to find a phrase in there. You hear him go for some bends. He kind of misses something. Then he says, okay, I got to get squared away. Moves up into pattern 2. So now you're root, flat 3, 4 like this. So we can do that in that zone. The licks just kind of fit better there. And so you see him kind of jump to there, and then it sounds like Robbie takes over. That's a hot lick. Is the open E string ringing out with it? No, it can't. But he's not doing that. You know, it's the. He's not doing that. I swear, it's like, it looks like he's got the G like this and the 5th. But when he gets in here, he can't be playing the 3rd string because those 5ths will mess everything up. Right? Unless he's got his 1st string tuned to G or something. Interesting. What's interesting about this? Hold on. I mean, it's just chromatic, right? So maybe he's flubbing the 1st string sometimes or having it open, but what's funny about this, what's interesting is that this is a super low gain environment. So like, I'm feeling for him here because he's going for something, but like, you know, it's coming out of like a Fender Twin or something with no juice. So when he gets up here, he's really, and he's coming from this double stoppy, you know, big volume kind of vibe. And he's got to do that, whatever the lick is there, and you know it just loses all its steam. And he's got to just continue to sell it. Trying so hard to sell it, right? Getting the bends, but not really quite getting there. But it's all mojo, right? It's all juice. It's all flowing. You know. What's that little lick? Awesome little. Is it flat 7 or 1? I think it's flat 7. Flat 7, flat 3 root. Or it might be root, you know. Either way, it's the phrasing that just sticks in your head. Yeah, dub it up. Bending through the... to the 4. Clapton knows he's going for it. He's like, man, there's no power up there. You're running this single coils through this Fender. There's nothing up there that... They're just trying to make it sing. And you hear all that, like, that string bleed because of that radius. And he ends up in this major. I mean, Robbie just muscles through and just sells the thing. Again, this is all energy. This is all vibe. This is not technical prowess. This is not really like, tasteful note choices. Like, no, this is pentatonic playing. It's blues phrasing. It's all heart and soul. It's just that repetition of familiar sounds over and over again and just grooving with the band. That's what rock and roll is supposed to be.
Up the road.
Yeah, I think I made it.
Someone's gonna hurt you like you hurt me. Further on up the road. Someone's gonna hurt you like you hurt me. Further on up the road.
Clapton's like, okay, I'm gonna hurt you.
Baby, just you wait and see. You've been laughing pretty, baby.
Love that delivery.
Someday you're gonna be crying.
Brings the band down with his
You've
voice.
been laughing pretty, baby. Someday you're gonna be crying. Further on up the road, you'll find out I was
And Levi's
blind.
just crushing this shuffle. So now, for the first time, he comes in minor. So root, flat 3, 4. Here's your 5 up here, bend into it, but getting that flat 5 and using the side of the pick to kind of coax that little harmonic out of it. I love that. But there's like a double in there. But you got the... What's cool about it is that he's kind of mimicking what Robbie did before, right? He's kind of mimicking that same phrase, and he's choosing to be repetitive. Like, even going into this here. I love that the first two are on beat and the second two are syncopated. That right. Little things like that. So you're keeping the same lick, but you're just moving where it's emphasized. That's the stuff that Clapton does so well. Just keep doing it. And then it starts little major. Then. Trying to make it sound like you did that. But but minor. I love watching Levon catch that. Yeah, the band limps into it, but it's Levon that catches and sells that in. Right here. Immediately. Love it. Love it. Who sent me this again? Logan Jones. Logan, thank you for being on GuitarGate and using the Reacts request page to pick what comes next here on YouTube. Clapton is one of the best players of all time. The phrasing, the sense of repetition and lyricism, and the tasteful mixing between major and minor pentatonics are what to focus on. Is what sets him apart. And every time I watch a Clapton performance, I'm reminded of that those simple choices between major and minor pentatonic over the simple chord changes and the commitment to repetition, but moving things just a little bit to keep it interesting. It's why so many non-guitar players love him. It's just, he's recognizable, right? His phrasing sounds like him. He keeps repeating similar themes. He keeps it interesting. It's lyrical. Like, it's just, there's so much to learn from Clapton. And Robbie, in this performance, the whole concert, by the way, if you haven't seen it, like, I don't know where you live, if you're under a rock, but just exudes the rock and roll dream. Again, it's about the mojo. It's about the swagger. It's not about this perfect placement of notes or these tasteful note choices. Although he does that, it's not the key thing. The key thing is that he's just feeling the energy and feeling the love and clean, basically. No juice, and just going for it and just making it work and letting notes bleed together and moving all over the neck and just like pure mojo. And that's what I love to see. That's it, my friends. If you dig it, if you dig the vibe here, please hit subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you thought or where you think we should go next. And again, if you want to be like Logan, pick what comes next on YouTube. That's a thank you for those that join me over at GuitarGate and allow me the privilege to be your online guitar teacher. If that interests you, that's the first link in the description. I love you all. And remember, just keep this thing in your hands and try to get a little bit better every day. I'm doing it. Do it with me. Cheers. Love it.